Square Garden because the Knicks are back in the NBA's Final Four. Welcome to the Playoffs Central Live, presented by State Farm. Former Knick Channing Frye, Dennis Scott. I'm Matt Weiner. Good to have you with us. You know that city. I mean, we've all been there a bunch. We've all been in that building. We know the passion. It's one of the NBA's oldest franchises. They've been waiting a long time for this night.
A long time. And I have said this since even when I was in the league and not playing on the Knicks. When the Knicks are good, it's great for basketball. Mm-hmm. You felt the electricity in Madison Square Garden. When Lenny comes out, you know
it's a different level of focus and energy for New York. And Boston just could not hit a three early in this game, and the hole just kept getting bigger and bigger.
Matt, when you look at the stat sheet, you know, Boston still got up for their 41 threes. They're still going to play their game. So once again, Shannon, they go cold at the wrong time. So you're just watching. It's just like, these are the same shots they got in games 1 and 2. They didn't miss them. They lost. Games 3 and 4, they made shots. They win. You come back for game 6 on the road. Derek White was on fire last game getting these same shots. So I hate saying it, Matt, but we say it every time we sit here, Shannon. Miss or make league, really?
I just think this. In the playoffs,
Sometimes.
You tell me this.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah, you look at your team when you go on that plane and you're looking like, man, we just gave everything we had just to get here.
Right.
That little bit of doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they had made those shots, this game would have been different.
Correct.
Right? And like you just said, make or miss. When you're playing a wounded dog, you know, you're going to go for that killer bite. And they were shooting threes. And we were like, ugh.
Right.
Why are they trying to – they're trying to win the game in the first quarter.
Right.
And the Knicks said, hold on now. We're going to take advantage of you on all levels. On the block, getting to the free throw line. And then defensively – you look at, they only took 10 free throws. That means you ain't.
You weren't dry. You weren't like we're in game 5. You were drawing and kicking. You were getting you were talking about Jalen Brown getting 2 feet in the paint and then spraying out for the three, where everything was just around the perimeter tonight, man.
Yeah. And I think we said it watching from where we were watching, and I think Richard Jefferson said it early in the broadcast, the shot quality for the Celtics, it wasn't just that they were taking threes. They always take a lot of threes. They weren't getting great threes early in this game.
No, it was again, you're trying to win the game in the first quarter. And I thought they were like, we need a boost of confidence. And you know what? Basketball, and I tell my son this, and well, all my kids, basketball's the most subconscious game ever. If you don't believe that Jason Tatum is their closer. He is the most talented guy on the team. When you're missing that, you need a big lead, especially when you're used to getting big leads. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to skip steps. You're supposed to establish yourself in the paint, but if you can't get in the paint, you're exhausted. You got to take the first thing that comes.
Right.
You're hungry. Instead of waiting for a steak, you eating hamburgers.
Matt and Shannon, for our viewers, Tibbs needs to go to the training staff and give them a raise. To get this team turned. Think about it, they're only 5 deep. Like, when you look at their bench, like McBride plays a little bit.
6. That's
what I'm saying. Like, even with Mitchell, it's like nobody comes off that bench right away and puts a serious impact on the game. It's the starting 5. So it's amazing how in 48 hours, they look ready to play. Look with Brunson's number. Look at Mikal Bridges' numbers. That backcourt for the Knicks was solid tonight after being beat up. And Brunson fouled out the last game, guys.
He was plus 30 tonight.
Come on.
And by the way, serious question. What did the two of you make of the fact that Knicks starters were playing with 5
Tibbs
minutes
is crazy.
left
Tibbs
to go
is flat out crazy. You're crazy,
where
Tibbs.
the final margin was 38.
We love and hate you in the same breath for doing it to the Knicks starting 5. It's crazy.
Well, it borders on, frankly, irresponsible because you're looking at a potential injury. What if somebody gets hurt and has to miss the Eastern Conference Finals?
That's such a great point. If something would have happened to Bridges or Brunson, one of your guys in the backcourt, they're not ready for games 1 and 2, yes, New York Knicks fans would want to hang Thibodeau because they shouldn't have been in the game. You're up by 34 with 9 minutes, the whole fourth quarter.
What's the upside at that point?
Listen,
somebody pointed out to me with probably 6 minutes to go, they could literally dribble out each possession and win the game by 20 probably.
Yeah.
Why do you need starters out there at that point?
I asked early in the year why, to give your guys a break. But I'm looking at these minutes other than OG, right? But I'm looking 32, 34, 29, 34. I'm thinking that's actually, I'm not even mad at that, right? I thought they had played more. Yes, there is a irresponsibility at times for us watching. He has his system, right? And I question it. People question it.
Always.
He's always going to play this way. And if he wins, then they're going to say, well, maybe we need to play like that. But he hasn't won yet. So what we're going to say is they're in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they have not been there in a while. So I'm going to sit back and say this is uncommon, but it works for the Knicks. It works for them this year. So stick with it. And I'm gonna digress.
Oof. Really, the only other team still playing that plays a rotation, anything like that, is Denver, and that seems more out of necessity rather than preference, right?
Yes.
He just doesn't seem to trust his bench very much.
Correct.
Speaking of Tom Thibodeau, he is back in the Eastern Conference Finals.
What's your stubborn self?
Was that the 48 minutes you were searching for from your group?
Yeah, I thought start to finish was terrific. And also, want to congratulate the Celtics on a terrific season. Unfortunate injury to Jason Tatum, but they're a terrific organization, ownership, front office, coaching staff. Joe Mazzulla's a terrific coach, great players, first-class organization. Hats off to them for the season they had and defending their championship.
Coach, congratulations on getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. Would you say tonight's performance was the best in the postseason?
Probably, and we knew we would have to play 48 minutes against them. They're terrific on both sides of the ball. They play their style no matter what. And so they're not going to hand you anything. You have to earn it, and I felt that we did that.
Tom, it seemed from the start, and then even when the league got to 30, you guys were beating the loose balls and stuff. The urgency you had talked about, was that kind of on display there all game long?
Yeah, and again, it's how you respond to the challenge that's in front of you. And so, and we can't get carried away with, obviously it's a great win and we advance and, but you also understand you have to get ready for the next series. And we know that Indiana's a terrific team and we're going to have to be ready.
Tom, you guys obviously through the first few games of the series dug a bunch of holes that you had to fight back from. Today, you guys jump out to a huge lead. Just was there a difference in approach? Did you sense that the team was going to come out?
You got to win games different ways. So every game's different. And there's really no carryover from one game to the next, other than you have to be ready to win that game that particular night and understand, what you need to do in order to do that. And I think when you understand that part of it and you understand how important your preparation is, that gives yourself the best chance to win. So you learn from each game and you try to move it forward.
Tom, Mitch had a bunch of strong defensive possessions in that game. He had one in the first half where transition closes out on Drew Holiday to Brown in the corner. He takes away another three from Brown and then ends up getting the steal. What's going through your mind when you watch a guy with that length just be able to take away that many shots in a row?
He's very athletic. He anticipates well. But I thought overall our team commitment and defensive transition, guys were covering for each other. They were communicating really well, and they understood what we had to take away in order to win. And it doesn't really matter whether you're talking about defensive transition or you're talking about pick and roll defense. It has to be clean and it has to be concise and it has to be tied together. And so when you do that, particularly against a team that's as well versed as they are and with their ability to shoot and spread you out, you have to be very disciplined. And so I thought we were tonight.
Hey, Tom, Josh Hart, triple-double. What did you make of the way he impacted this game?
Yeah, and that's who he is. It's like he impacts the game a lot of different ways. Sometimes people get stuck on, well, he didn't shoot the ball or he didn't do this.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we notice that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.